Tim McMahon, ESPN. Jason, only 9 assists for you guys, just 1 for Luka. Obviously, those are pretty alarmingly low totals. With the way the Celtics play defensively, how can you guys get the ball moving and, create better opportunities?
Yeah, I thought give the Celtics credit. They did a great job tonight defending, making it tough on us. We had some good looks that didn't go down. We got to move the ball. The ball just stuck too much, and we'll be better in game 2.
Mike Curtis here in the front.
Mike Curtis, Dallas Morning News. Hey, Jason. Luka said that they were guarding a lot of one-on-one action. Just with Kyrie and just the way he struggled offensively, did you like the looks he was getting, or just, I guess, how are they playing him?
Yeah, I thought he had great looks that just didn't go down. He had some great looks at 3. He had some great looks in the paint. That's just part of basketball. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. Tonight they just didn't go down for Kyrie or most of the team. And hopefully we get those same shots in game 2 and we can be better.
Dwayne Price here in the second row.
Dwayne Price, Math.com. Jason, the game started to turn a little bit when Porzingis came in. What was he doing out there to be so effective tonight?
Yeah, KP was great. He knocked down shots. He changed shots. He blocked shots. He gave them a spark when he came off the bench. We just got to make it a little bit tougher. On the offensive end, we got to make him do something different. He got great looks and knocked them down.
Here in the front.
Mike Leslie, WFA. Jason, you guys did make that run there early in the third quarter, cut the lead down to 8, seemed to develop some momentum. What of that is replicable? What can you take away from that stretch to try and recreate that in game 2 and going beyond there?
Yeah, we did cut it to 8 and got the rebound. Unfortunately, came up with a travel. A lot of good things in that third and fourth that we can build on. That's what we talked about after the game, and that's what we have to do. We came out and won the third. I had a great opportunity to cut into that lead. Unfortunately, they go on a run once we cut it to 8. But then, we won the fourth. So there are 2 positive things that we can take from this 4 quarters. We got to be better in the first. So they took advantage of that. They knocked down 3s. But, the big thing is we have to be better as a team, offensively and defensively.
Not to only focus on the travel, but the youth on the roster. How did you feel like you guys, the guys who hadn't been at this stage, how do you feel like they handled the moment?
They did great. They did great. And they'll get better as the series goes on.
Brad Townsend here in the front.
Jason, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. When teams have spread the court or tried to spread the court on you guys during the playoffs, your bigs have still been very effective. Tonight, their numbers weren't great. Why was it different tonight? Obviously, the Celtics were making a lot of 3-pointers. You're having to chase people around the perimeter.
Yeah, I think this is the best team in the NBA, and they're good for a reason. They play their style of basketball at a high rate. They generated 27 threes there in the first half and made, I think, 11 of them. And so we have to be better. We can't give them 7 made threes in the first quarter. That would have outscored us with only scoring 20. And so we have to be better. Give them credit. They were good tonight. But again, we got to be better. Nerves or not being in this situation, we can't use that as an excuse. It's just basketball, and we got to be better at the game of basketball on Sunday.
Any other? Right here.
Hi, Jason. Bob Schramm of the Journal. They opened up a huge lead in the first quarter and a half. Did you kind of have to see how your team would handle that, and seeing how a bunch of the guys were in their first finals?
Yeah, I think I thought the group handled it well at halftime. We talked about what we had to do, and I thought we did that coming out in the third. Again, cutting that lead, getting it to 8 with the ball. Unfortunately, we traveled. And then, from that point on, they took control of the game. But I thought the group responded. I thought we were better in the second half. And hopefully we can build on that third and fourth quarter going into game 2.
On the left, Tim.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. Jason, you may have been asked about going down, losing games one. You guys have done that twice already, even this postseason run. The next day, what do you try to make that about for the team? What is the kind of the purpose of, conveying both emotion and confidence and also strategy throughout the course of kind of going into the next day?
Yeah, I think it's just about the positives. What can we do to build on the positives? We'll talk about that tomorrow. Understanding the small things, the physicality, we have to be better at that. But just looking at the positives, look at the things that we can control, and then we'll build from there.
First row here on the right.
Valencia King, Real Talk Sports out of Dallas. You mentioned a moment ago that it's just basketball and getting back to that. Luka was asked about the run where you guys cut it to 8, and he said they were having fun and they have to do more of that. Not to get into your secrets of coaching, but how do you coach more fun for the guys?
We talked about it at halftime. I thought we weren't having fun there in the first half. And we talked about having fun to work the game, to continue to keep playing. There's a lot of time. A lot of people will talk about one game, but we're talking about a series. So the bigger picture is to continue to keep working in the series. And I thought the guys did a really good job there in the third quarter. We get the miss, we get the rebound, the momentums are going our way. Unfortunately, we traveled, so we just have to be better. We know that Boston's a really good team, and so we got to be better on Sunday.
Any other questions for Coach?